at home watching on HTS's social media, and on the Chamber's live feed on Facebook. We are so very, very happy that you're all with us tonight to be a part of this evening's grand celebration.
Of course, you can all be seated. Thank you.
Yes.
And Natalie, you're always on business, eh, girl? Let's take in the moment just for a little bit, huh? You look absolutely ravishing tonight.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Williams.
And how do you feel?
I think I feel refreshed.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you feel, Eli?
I'm in a good mood.
I think we're all in a very good mood.
Yeah.
And we're ready to kick off tonight's celebration. It's a great, great return
Indeed.
of the St. Lucia Business Awards.
Indeed, right? Of course, it's been 5 years. 5 whole years, St. Lucia.
5 years, my fellow St. Lucians, residents, investors, and professionals.
You remember COVID?
Oh, yes.
When like 20 people used to go inside a Massey?
Yes, at one time.
So you remember the lines that were outside there?
I remember.
That's how long it's been.
I think I want to make it a little bit more spicy. I think I want to say, that's longer than your luscious locks you have tied up, Eli.
Oh my.
And I want to know why you don't let them loose for all these lovely people to see. Why you have your locks tied up like that, sir?
I'm moving right along.
Hello? Let's move right along, yes. But on a serious note, folks, it got tough. The tides got really rough.
The pandemic hit hard, really hard. Shutdowns.
Slowdowns.
Supply chain disruptions.
Flight cancellations.
Inflation.
Stagnation.
Innovation.
Better prioritization.
Technology integration.
New products.
Corporate social intervention.
Upskilling.
Private sector reinvention. Yes, I see it.
You feel it? That
Bruce Lee energy.
Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Be water, my friend.
Be water, my friends.
Of course, St. Lucia's private sector fought like water. You knew when to be solid, when to flow, and when to rise beyond limits.
Yes, you did. You adapted to the climate without losing your values. That's why tonight is more than just a ceremony. It's a celebration of resilience.
Because you know us Lucians, we don't just survive storms. We collect the rainwater and we start a water business.
But on a serious note, this is a formal ceremony, Eli. So before we continue, we must begin, as is our custom, with respect and gratitude.
Yes.
Right.
I see some serious guests in the house there tonight. Yeah. So if you're sitting next to one of them, fix yourself, eh? What's your call, all right?
We respectfully acknowledge Your Excellency, Dame Paulette Louise, Governor General Emerita, the Honorable Ernest Hilaire, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Tourism, Commerce, Investment and Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage.
Former Minister for Commerce, the Honorable Emma Hippolyte. Mr. Ross Gardner, immediate past president and standing in for the President of the Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, Mr. Nicholas Barnard. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, Director and members of the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, esteemed judges, valued sponsors, nominees, welcome. And before we continue, I want to give our sponsors some serious love. Our diamond sponsor, First National Bank, who sponsored that spectacular water blue carpet entrance. Our platinum sponsors, Massey Stores, the Bank of St. Lucia Limited, Sagicor, Acado, St. Lucia Bureau of Standards, and St. Lucia Distillers. Our gold sponsors, Export St. Lucia, Invest St. Lucia, Unicoma, St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority, and Tropical Shipping.
And it sounds like you really did enjoy that blue carpet experience, right? Well, hold on, because that was just one of many water-inspired treats we have for you tonight.
Now we've come to the heartbeat of tonight. Our nominees.
Ooh.
Give yourselves a round of applause. I said a round of applause for the nominees.
That sounds more like it. I like that. That's all. That's all.
Tonight is definitely all about you.
That's correct, Eli, because for over a century, the Chamber has championed your enterprises through change, through challenge, and through growth.
From the first rum exports to Wi-Fi passwords, the Chamber, they've seen it all.
The last awards were in 2019.
Wow.
Yes. So tonight is not a continuation, it's a rebirth. The St. Lucia Business Awards are back. Mm-hmm. Not as they were, but as they must be. Forward-focused, globally connected, and proudly Lucian.
Okay, quick show of hands. Who's here for the lime?
4 people are here for the lime?
They say, come on, I'm there for the lime. You know? And who's here because you're a nominee? Oh, we don't have a show tonight? There you go. There you go. However you came, we're glad that you're here. Let's officially get things flowing. Please welcome the immediate past president of the St. Lucia Chamber, Mr. Ross Gardner. He's stepping in for the current president, Mr. Nicholas Barnard, who could not be with us tonight, unfortunately.
Your Excellency, Dame Paulette Louise, Governor General Emerita, the Honorable Dr. Ernest Hilaire, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Tourism, Commerce, Investment and Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage, former Minister of Commerce, the Honorable Ms. Emma Hippolyte, other Ministers of Government, the Board of Directors, Executive Director, and members of the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture. Esteemed judges, valued sponsors, nominees, members of the media, viewers, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 St. Lucia Business Awards Gala evening. I begin by conveying the sincere apologies of our incoming president, Mr. Nicholas Barnard, who is unable to be with us this evening. He sends his warm congratulations to all nominees and eventual winners. This evening marks the 11th staging of the St. Lucia Business Awards in their current format, and notably, the first since the COVID-19 hiatus. Reintroducing these awards required determination, collaboration, and a renewed belief that celebrating business excellence matters, especially after years of disruption and recovery. Much has changed since we last gathered in 2019. Our environment has been reshaped by economic uncertainty, technological acceleration, and global shocks. Yet the Chamber has adapted and pressed forward. living the theme of our recent AGM: resilient, relevant, relentless. Through strong partnerships and the commitment of our sponsors, judges, and producers, the awards have returned, not simply to resume, but to grow stronger and more inclusive. The record number of submissions this year, including many emerging enterprises, speaks to the confidence of the business community and the continued relevance of this platform. The integrity of the awards remains central. A transparent process, an experienced panel of independent judges, and external oversight ensure that excellence is assessed fairly and credibly. I extend sincere thanks to our judges for their service and to Ms. Karen Peter, former Chamber President, for leading the awards committee with clarity and discipline. She will speak further to the awards shortly. I wish to recognize our production and media partners, Accela Marketing, International Film Company, HDS, and Flow, whose professionalism and reach have elevated this evening and extended it well beyond these walls. Before concluding, allow me to offer congratulations to Prime Minister Pierre and the newly re-elected government of St. Lucia on the decisive mandate received from the people. We trust that this renewed confidence will continue to be exercised with openness and constructive engagement, and we look forward to sustained, productive dialogue between government, civil society, and the private sector. At the same time, recent regional events remind us that resilience is not optional. Climate risk, economic volatility, and geopolitical uncertainty all demand preparedness, collaboration, and steady leadership from all of us. On a personal note, I am grateful for the opportunity to have served as president of the Chamber during a period of renewal, one that has seen sustained membership growth and the strengthening of key programs, including the return of the St. Lucia Business Awards, which is being presented jointly with the Office of the Prime Minister and in collaboration with the Ministry of Commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here this evening. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture and the 2025 Business Awards Committee, I extend sincere thanks to our partners and sponsors and congratulations to all nominees and winners. It is now my pleasure to invite to the stage Ms. Karen Peter, Chair of the St. Lucia Business Awards Committee. Thank you and enjoy the celebration.
Your Excellency, Dame Paulette Louisy, Governor General Emerita, the Honorable Dr. Ernest Hilaire, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Commerce, Investment and Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage, former Minister of Commerce, the Honorable Emma Hippolyte, and other ministers of government, the Board of Directors, Executive Director, members of the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, esteemed judges, valued sponsors, nominees, members of the media, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of the St. Lucia Business Awards Committee, it is my honor to address you briefly this evening. The reintroduction of the St. Lucia Business Awards was neither easy or wasn't automatic. It required resolve, deliberate decision-making, and a shared belief that celebrating business excellence matters, particularly in a post-pandemic environment where resilience, innovation, and leadership deserve to be acknowledged and recorded. I wish to thank the Chamber's Board of Directors and the Standing Committee on marketing for their early confidence and support. Their guidance allowed the committee to move decisively from intent to execution. We are especially grateful for the early and outstanding commitment the Office of the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Commerce extended to us. Your support was critical, and without it, this undertaking would have never been seen. Thank you for standing with the Chamber, reaffirming the importance of private sector development and recognition. I also commend our judges for their willingness to serve. With more than 100 submissions and well beyond expectations, the task demanded significant time, care, and discernment. They met that responsibility with professionalism and independence, and we thank them sincerely for safeguarding the integrity of these awards. And in keeping with that integrity, we regret to announce the People's Choice Award. It has been eliminated from the Chamber's awards because we were made aware of external factors compromising the voting process. We are committed to being transparent and fair, and so we apologize to the nominees for this unforeseen occurrence. You can trust that we will have a fair vote, and we will award a People's Choice Award after these awards. This evening, we also pause to honor the memory of the late Mr. Marius St. Rose, a former senior member of our adjudication panel and a nation builder of exceptional stature. His distinguished career at the Caribbean Development Bank and his transformative leadership within St. Lucia's financial sector left an enduring legacy of strong institution and sound governance. As a judge, he brought clarity of thought, wisdom, and foresight into the awards process, strengthening the standard by which business excellence is measured in this country. In keeping with the best practice and the Chamber's commitment to transparency, the production of these awards, again, was put open to tender. This ensured accountability and protected the integrity of the process. I wish to recognize the Business Awards Committee and the Chamber Secretariat for their dedication, long hours, and meticulous coordination bringing this event to life. To our sponsors, your confidence and support affirm the strength of partnership between the Chamber and corporate St. Lucia. We also extend special thanks to our production partners, Accela Marketing and the Independent Film Company, whose creativity and technical excellence elevated this evening's presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Congratulations to all the nominees and the winners. Enjoy the celebration, and we look forward to welcoming you again as we begin planning for the 12th edition of the St. Lucia Business Awards. Thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Mr. President and Madam Chair. You've reminded us tonight that this ceremony is not only about achievement, but resilience.
Yeah. And take the jacket, it was squeezing my belly. Anyway, speaking of rising, our first award celebrates those who are already making moves and making us all step up our game.
The award recognizes professionals under the age of 35 who are already demonstrating leadership, innovation, and excellence.
Basically, the person you call when your Wi-Fi crashes and your business plan needs some aura before the morning.
So to present the Invest St. Lucia Award, please welcome from Invest St. Lucia, Ms. Alana Lancico.
Good evening. Water is most powerful when it is in motion. It flows forward, adapts to obstacles, and shapes the future as it moves. This award celebrates young professionals who embody that same energy. Let's now take a look at the nominees for the Invest St. Lucia Young Professional of the Year.
In an industry built on cool air and hot demands, Benjamin Alexander has become one of the HVAC sector's most refreshing rising leaders. Before age 35, he has helped transform Optimum Cooling Limited into a model of efficiency and innovation, steering operations with a steady hand and a sharp solutions-driven mind. Benjamin doesn't just manage systems, he engineers standards. He designed the company's first fully structured operational playbook, creating clear work instructions that now power consistency, accountability, and quality across every department. From high-capacity chillers to cutting-edge climate control systems, he has led complex projects across St. Lucia and the wider Caribbean, ensuring every installation meets global benchmarks and exceeds client expectations. As an ASHRAE member, he stays plugged into the world's best practices, championing energy efficiency and sustainable cooling across the region. A mentor to young technicians and a student in project management, Benjamin blends technical mastery with forward-thinking leadership. Simply put, Benjamin is redefining what a young professional in HVAC can be.
An extraordinary career in shipping and logistics, rising through determination, adaptability, and strategic leadership. Entering the industry with no prior experience, she quickly mastered its complexities and within 2 years was appointed to lead a sales department, demonstrating early potential. Since joining Tropical Shipping in 2015, Cornell has expanded her expertise in operations, customer service, and business development. As Regional Business Support Analyst over the past 2 years, she contributed to Caribbean-wide growth initiatives, strengthened customer relationships, and improved service delivery. Her work includes developing a port KPI dashboard to guide operational decisions and contributing to the rollout of a new customer relationship management program. Cornell has also shared knowledge and mentored colleagues, fostering collaboration and continued improvement, while supporting cross-departmental projects like the Clear the Load program. Beyond her professional role, she engages in community initiatives, mentoring young people, and promoting cycling as a healthy outlet for children. Her resilience, foresight, and commitment to learning and service define her as a true young professional of the year.
Shergon Z. Rosary is a young professional redefining what is possible for St. Lucia's digital future, a technology entrepreneur, engineer, and innovation strategist. He has positioned himself at the cutting edge of Caribbean tech development, building systems, designing solutions, and engineering opportunities for the next generation. As a co-founder and co-CEO of Optronics Limited, Shergon leads one of the region's fastest scaling technology companies, architecting digital infrastructure, accelerating product innovation, and powering workforce transformation. Under his leadership, Optronics launched the Eastern Caribbean's first innovation hub, a catalyst that has trained over 1,000 youth in robotics, coding, and hardware design, creating a pipeline of homegrown engineering talent. He also co-founded RIFBID, a disruptive, decentralized financing platform recognized in Silicon Valley for its potential to modernize procurement across developing economies. A Commonwealth Youth Awards finalist, UN Generation Connect Youth Envoy, and Caribbean 35 Under 35 honoree. Shogun brings global engineering training from Howard University, Stanford University, Microsoft, and Google. Shogun isn't just participating in the digital revolution, he's building the architecture of St. Lucia's technological tomorrow.
And the winner is Cornell Bissett Tamer, Tropical Shipping, St. Lucia.
Congratulations once again to Cornell Bissett Tamer. Young Professional Award.
I know, right? Elijah, it's looking like St. Lucia's future is in very capable hands. And now, let's get to the next category.
Starting a new business takes courage, resilience, and just a little madness.
A touch of madness. Yes, yes, it's like jumping into the deep end of the swimming pool or into the ocean with 60-foot waves and there's no lifeguard on duty. Yet, these nominees didn't just survive, they swam.
And to present the Bank of St. Lucia New Business of the Year Award, please welcome Ms. Genevieve Downs and Mr. Medford Francis from the Bank of St. Lucia.
Every great business begins like a single drop of water, small, determined, and full of potential. This award recognizes that businesses that have launched with vision, courage, and the ability to thrive in a changing economic climate. So the nominees are
a young business, but it has been running at full speed from day one. In less than 3 years, it has become the place people go when they're ready to turn "I need a job" into "I've got an opportunity." What makes Cheetahs different is its energy, a mix of bold ambition, genuine care, and a knack for opening doors that once felt out of reach. Whether guiding someone into their first interview, polishing a resume, or helping clients land jobs in Canada, Poland, Germany, Barbados, or at sea, Cheetah's Career Hub moves with purpose. They listen, they coach, they champion their clients. This is a new business, changing lives not with hype, but with real results. One confident, prepared job seeker at a time.
Sarah Chronicles has become one of the Caribbean's most transformative forces, merging neuroscience, behavioral change, and strategic coaching to shape how people and organizations grow. What began as a single woman's vision has evolved into a regional movement grounded in research, innovation, and measurable emotional impact. Its programs, including Level Up X7 and Brave Minds Academy, introduce cognitive restructuring, identity repair, and resilience engineering to a landscape where science-based personal development is rare. As the first certified neuro and behavioral change practice in St. Lucia, Sarah Chronicles has set a new benchmark for evidence-based coaching in the region. Its influence spans corporate coaching, group incentives, digital products, keynote speaking, and the Master Your Mindset podcast, which has surpassed 64,000 views. International acclaim followed, with the first Caribbean keynote at the IAFNR conference. Yet its deepest impact remains community-centered, empowering youth, supporting vulnerable groups, and elevating the region's emotional intelligence and human potential.
At Unique Stables 758, healing doesn't happen in a room. It happens in motion, in rhythm, and in partnership with one of nature's most intuitive companions. This new business has taken the power of the horse and transformed it into a pathway for confidence, connection, and emotional strength. Through its pioneering equine therapy program, Unique Stables blends horseback riding with therapeutic activities like grooming, horse care, and even swimming with horses, creating a safe and judgment-free space where children, youth, and adults can grow. Born from a partnership with Trizell Secondary School and now expanding island-wide, the program responds to real needs: rising anxiety, social isolation, autism, and low confidence. The results are undeniable. Participants gain focus, communication, resilience, and joy. For the business, this innovation has strengthened loyalty, attracted new clients, and fueled sustainable growth. For the community, it is a sanctuary of wellness and empowerment. Unique Stable 758 is not just a new business, it is a new way of changing lives.
And the new business of the year is Unique Stable 758.
Good evening. Wow.
All right. My wife is a bit short of words, a bit surprised, but I'm right here. I'm very thankful for this award right here. Thank you guys for recognizing us and being a big part of St. Lucia's milestone. Looking forward to moving ahead and being stronger. Thank you very much.
Eli, y'all thought we were going to come out from that side, eh?
We like to switch things up when you're there.
That was a unique speech, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very unique, very unexpected. Yeah.
Unique. Yeah.
Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, some businesses are so impressive, they don't fall into just one neat category. So we, like water, have adapted. This year's Judges' Choice Award honors an exceptional up-and-coming business.
To present this award, please welcome from the awards committee, Mr. Crispin Dovey. Listen to his voice, guys. Fantastic voice.
Good evening. Every business begins like a single drop of water, small, determined, and full of potential. This award recognizes businesses that have launched with vision, courage, and the ability to thrive in changing economic climates. The Judges' Choice Award goes to Regos Natural.
Good evening, everybody. That caught me by surprise. Imagine, I'm a bit shaky, but okay. When I started this business, I'll say I started dressing dolls with dry leaves, and the brand name was Rigo Dolls. Most people know me as Rigo Dolls. And when I started this journey, I remember I was walking in the yard, picking up leaves, and I was feeling so uncomfortable. I remember once I told my husband, you know what to do? Take the rake, let's rake it on the side and pile it, and we'll collect all the good leaves. And we started like this, and after a few years, dressing dolls with dry leaves like mango leaves, soursop leaf, banana leaf, cherry leaves, that's how I started connecting to nature. And after a few years down the road, I decided to do some training, some courses, and I end up in doing my teas, my spices. And so shaky. I started my teas, my spices, and I remember when I wanted to introduce it to Marcy, I went to Marcy, I introduced the product, and they told me they will take it to management, and if they agreed to it, then they will call me back, and they called me, and now I have it in all the supermarket shelves. But when you hear about But when you hear the word Regos Natural is a locally based company with a wide range of herbal teas and spices. This authentic, homemade, homegrown product contains no preservative, no additive, no anti-caking. And it's an ideal choice for both children and adults. And Regos Natural will continue to stand on some strong pillars. Integrity, purity, real result, honesty, and real function. Yeah. That's how we stand. When you hear the words Regos Natural, just think of authentic product. Yeah. Thank you.
Naturals is a story of resilience rooted in the soil of St. Lucia. What began with the art of a young girl dressing dolls in dry leaves, mango, banana, soursop, grew into a lifelong passion for plants, wellness, and the healing power of nature. Those humble beginnings cemented her connection with nature. Rego's Naturals chose the harder path. No preservatives, no additives, no harmful agents, just clean, trustworthy, plant-based products for children and adults alike. Her signature blend is served as a tea or beverage at a renowned local resort. Its resilience is seen not only in its growth, but in its practices. The company operates a closed-loop composting system, transforming household and farm waste into nutrient-rich soil that grows its own ingredients. From nature back to nature. Today, Rego's Naturals stands tall as a movement for wellness and sustainability, proving that passion, purpose, and perseverance can build something truly transformative.
And this next award honors organizations that place purpose over profit.
Running a non-profit is like running a business with no money, no sleep, and unpaid staff. That sure is not for profit. Anyway.
To present the Not-for-Profit of the Year award, please welcome from the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Brian Louisi, and from St. Lucia Distillers Limited, Mr. Jason King.
Like water, true impact is measured by how much is shared. This award honors organizations that uplift communities, respond to need, and create lasting change through service. Let us now view the nominees for Not-for-Profit of the Year.
The Eastern Caribbean Collective Organization stands at the heart of the Caribbean's creative economy, a not-for-profit organization that safeguards the rights, earnings, and dignity of the region's songwriters, composers, and music publishers. As the engine behind fair compensation, ECHO ensures that creators are paid whenever their music is performed, broadcast, streamed, or enjoyed in public. In just the past 2 years, ECHO has delivered nearly $4 million EC dollars in royalties, a testament to its growing efficiency, transparency, and unwavering commitment to the people who shape our cultural soundtrack. This income sustains hundreds of musicians, supports families, and keeps creative careers alive. But ECHO's impact extends far beyond royalties. By educating the public, empowering young creators, strengthening copyright literacy, and partnering with global rights organizations, ECHO helps St. Lucian music travel further, earn more, and reach broader audiences. Every festival, radio hit, street performance, and tourism experience is richer because ECHO protects the creators behind the sound. ECHO isn't just supporting music, it is protecting culture, powering creativity, and uplifting a nation's artistic future. The Ubuntu movement stands as one of St. Lucia's most transformative nonprofits, embodying the philosophy, I am because we are, to uplift communities, strengthen families, and inspire collective healing. At a time when crime, poverty, and youth disempowerment threaten social stability, Ubuntu delivers innovative, people-centered programs that restore hope and build resilience. Their mental health and wellness initiatives, counseling, support groups, and community workshops have opened accessible pathways to healing for those who could not otherwise seek help, reducing stigma and creating safe spaces for dialogue. Their groundbreaking after-school program in Vieux-Fort has become a national model protecting youth during high-risk hours, providing mentorship, academic support, and structured activities that build discipline, confidence, and positive peer networks. Ubuntu's holistic approach strengthens the social fabric, lowering vulnerability to crime, improving mental well-being, and promoting economic reliance. The organization has empowered countless individuals to rise from despair to possibility. The Ubuntu movement isn't just serving communities, it's transforming them one life at a time.
Not-for-Profits of the Year 2025, Ubuntu Movement.
Blessed love. The light's really bright. All right. The Ubuntu movement accepts this honor with deep gratitude and an even deeper sense of responsibility. Ubuntu means I am because we are. And tonight, this award belongs to every mother, father, youth, volunteer, partner, and community member who chose hope when circumstances tried to teach despair. It belongs to the children who fill our after-school rooms with laughter instead of fear, and to the young men and women who bravely stepped away from violence and toward purpose, which was against the norm of their community. Our work was born in communities that many had given up on, but the people in those communities never give up on themselves. They trusted us with their pain, their dreams, and their children. And together we create safer spaces, stronger families, and opportunities for healing and growth. To our volunteers, we give thanks for you standing with us, even when the work was heavy and there were so many obstacles within our path. To our donors and partners, we are grateful for your belief in us and belief in something that you hadn't seen the fruit of as yet, but you supported us. Especially the Office of the Prime Minister, who faced, we're well aware, a lot of criticism for his support of our work. Everything we have achieved, from reducing youth vulnerability to building pathways of empowerment, is proof of what happens when a nation remembers that we rise by lifting each other up. Tonight is not a celebration of an organization, it is a celebration of community transformation. And we commit to continue this work with integrity, compassion, and the unshakable belief that together we can build the St. Lucia our children deserve. Give thanks.
Blessed love, Ubuntu, blessed love. Thank you for building a better St. Lucia.
And now we move on to the businesses that took things a little bit further.
St. Lucians will forgive late delivery, but had yes? Never.
Had yes?
Yeah, had yes. That's like rudeness, you know? Had yes, haddy.
Oh, you mean like being Eddie Square?
Eddie Square. You have to say it for a little, yeah? Eddie
Flair.
Square. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eddie Square. Okay. Service builds trust, and trust builds loyalty.
To present the first National Bank Award for Service Excellence, please welcome Nadia
And Vernell.
And Vernell.
From First National.
Water finds its way into every space. Consistent, reliable, essential. Service excellence works the same every way. It is felt in every interaction, every detail, every customer experience. These are the nominees for the First National Bank Award for Service Excellence.
At Automotive Art, customer service isn't a department. It's our engine, the powertrain that drives every interaction. Our service philosophy is built on 4 performance pillars: professionalism, timeliness, expertise, and personalization. These aren't buzzwords. They are our factory-set standards embedded in every policy, every training module, and every ignition of customer engagement. Our team members are not just sales associates. They are precision-tuned advisors, trained through our employee handbook and customer satisfaction manual to diagnose needs, troubleshoot challenges, and recommend the perfect fit, just like a master technician choosing the right part for peak performance. From phone to email to instant messaging, our communication is calibrated for clarity, respect, and reliability, because every customer deserves a smooth ride. Timeliness and personalization fuel our service culture. Through active listening and empathy, we ensure every customer feels seen, heard, and valued, even in high-pressure moments. Our commitment extends beyond people to place. Our store layout, waiting areas, and service flow are intentionally designed for comfort, efficiency, and a premium customer journey. At Automotive Art, we don't just deliver service, we deliver service excellence built to last.
And the award for service excellence goes to Automotive Art, St. Lucia Limited.
Thank you to the judges, to the Chamber of Commerce. At Automotive Art, we define our mission as delivering exceptional customer experiences. And for that, most of all, I really want to thank our Team Automotive Art, some who are here with me tonight. Thank you for delivering on that commitment day after day to consistently deliver exceptional customer experiences. I also want to thank our customers for entrusting us in being able to deliver to you. Thank you so much, everyone.
move on, a slight apology to Renault and Unique Stables. We weren't able to play the nominees' videos in the last package, so we're going to play them right now before we move on with the award ceremony.
Yeah.
At Renault Group, service excellence is not an accessory to our operations. It is the foundation slab, the steel that reinforces every interaction across construction, quarrying, HVAC, industrial supply, and heavy equipment. Whether we are delivering aggregates, installing climate control systems, staging RCIP materials, or keeping Hyundai machinery at peak uptime, our commitment is the same: precision, speed, and care at every touch point. Our teams are trained like craftsmen, sharpened through the Renault Training Institute to combine technical mastery with empathy, problem solving, and first contact resolution. Innovation powers our service engine: call ahead staging, curbside loading, 24-hour mobile repair units, machine logistics that beat industry timelines, and the region's most reliable HVAC installation program. Every customer's heartbeat is monitored through site debriefs, digital dashboards, WhatsApp feedback loops, and social listening, allowing us to adjust, refine, and raise the bar continuously. In an industry built on weight, scale, and precision, Renault Group stands apart by delivering one thing consistently: service so dependable, customers build their future on it.
Unique Stables 758 delivers a level of service that doesn't just meet expectations, it rewrites them. Their service is felt in motion, in the calm of grooming sessions, the confidence built in the saddle, and the healing connection forged between humans and horses. They create an experience so personal, so attentive, that every rider, child or adult, feels seen, safe, and supported. Their team blends science, empathy, and creativity to craft sessions tailored to real emotional and physical needs. Every detail is intentional, every interaction grounded in care and professionalism. Unique Stables doesn't just provide a service, they provide transformation. And that is service excellence at its highest form.
That's so good. You all give them a little extra love without me prompting you. So that's fantastic. All right, we see you guys. This next award honors businesses that carried St. Lucia beyond its shores.
My mic was off, excuse me. Exporting is more than shipping products. It's exporting our St. Lucian spirit.
And to present the award, please welcome Miss Sunita Daniel.
It travels, crossing borders, climates, and continents. This award celebrates businesses that have carried St. Lucian excellence beyond our shores and into the global marketplace. Let us view the nominees for Export St. Lucia Export Achievement of the Year.
Accela Marketing has become one of the Caribbean's most influential export engines, not through physical goods, but through the export of ideas, insight, and intelligence. While their footprint may seem invisible, their creative DNA is imprinted on some of the region's most successful campaigns, strategies, and development initiatives. Over the past 3 years, Accela has transformed from a national agency into a regional force, with more than 70% of revenues now generated outside St. Lucia, and a client base spanning North America, Latin America, Europe, and the OECS. Accela's export strength lies in its ability to adapt, scale, and deliver world-class marketing solutions across borders. Their virtual agency model, research-driven methodologies, and deep cultural fluency allow them to operate seamlessly from Curaçao to Jamaica, from Denmark to the Eastern Caribbean, while keeping St. Lucian creativity at the center of every project. Whether producing digital campaigns for international development agencies, executing marketing intelligence for Fortune-level clients, or shaping national branding for governments, Accela exports not just services, but St. Lucian expertise. They partner with local creatives, production houses, and data specialists to expand export capacity across the industry, lifting others as they grow. Accela Marketing is the quiet architect behind regional transformation and a fitting standard bearer for St. Lucia's export excellence.
Construction and Industrial Equipment Limited CIE has engineered one of St. Lucia's most remarkable export success stories, turning local construction mastery into a regional workforce. Over the past 3 years, CIE has shifted from moving the earth in St. Lucia to building the Caribbean, exporting not just products, but full-scale project ecosystems powered by quarry-to-concrete integration, a Hyundai equipment fleet, and its own marine logistics. From Montserrat's EC $102 million National Hospital to Grenada's St. David's Catholic Secondary School and the reconstruction of the Molyneux landslip, CIE has proven that St. Lucian expertise can stabilize slopes, raise skylines, and deliver projects once thought beyond our borders. Its reach extends through Dominica and St. Vincent, supplying asphalt and aggregates, ready-mix, HVAC systems, and heavy equipment solutions, all delivered with precision aboard its 330-foot barge, Mokesh, and powerful tug, Workforce. Export revenue has surged by more than 60% since 2022, with overseas projects now driving over 40% of total turnover. By training local subcontractors and embedding community capacity into every job site, CIE exports more than infrastructure. It exports St. Lucian innovation, reliability, and industry leadership. St. Lucia Distillers doesn't export rum, it exports reputation. After more than 50 years mastering the local market, the company made a deliberate pivot. Growth would come from the world stage. Today, St. Lucia Distillers ships to nearly 50 international markets, with exports driving the majority of its business and future strategy. Competing against global spirits giants isn't easy, but SLD doesn't play the volume game. It plays the craft, quality, and credibility game. As a high-cost, small-batch producer, the company wins through relentless innovation, heritage-driven blends, and award-winning rums that consistently outperform on the global circuit. From legacy brands to experimental expressions, their portfolio evolves with consumer taste, appealing to hardcore rum aficionados and new-age casual drinkers alike. Every bottle carries St. Lucia's story, culture, and standards into bars, shelves, and duty-free outlets worldwide. Backed by strong distribution partnerships and continuous product development, St. Lucia Distillers has built an export engine that flies the national flag quietly but powerfully. This is not just exporting alcohol. This is exporting St. Lucia, bottled and bold.
And the winner of the Export St. Lucia Export Achievement of the Year is Construction and Industrial Equipment Limited.
Good evening and thanks very much to everybody. It's nice to be standing on the stage receiving an award that I didn't even know that we applied for. So I must say thanks to Mr. Joshi again, my team, some of them are here, who just invited me and said that I had to be here. As anything else, I was late. But with the number of calls I get, I made it here. Thanks very much to the team. We're going Caribbean now. So we're now from Guyana, St. Vincent, Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, Antigua, Montserrat, and in the wider world, we're in China and India. Thanks to my team.
I'm disappointed, Natalie.
Why is that, Elijah?
No shake, Reno. I like that little get-up, Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, congratulations, though.
Moving along, ladies and gentlemen, getting serious now. Climate change is no longer theory. It's our lived reality.
In St. Lucia, the environment is the economy.
So to present the Environmental Stewardship Award, please welcome from St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority, Mr. Darren Snack, and from Tropical Shipping, Ms. Cornell Bissett-Tame.
Good evening. Water reminds us that stewardship is responsibility. This award honors organizations that protect what sustained us today and preserves life for tomorrow. Let us look at the nominees for the Environmental Stewardship Award.
Funky Fungi is redefining sustainable agriculture in St. Lucia through a model rooted in respect for the environment and a commitment to circular farming. As an organic mushroom farm, Funky Fungi transforms discarded wood, waste materials, and natural byproducts into productive growing systems, diverting landfilled waste and turning it into food, tools, compost, and soil enhancers. Their operation not only reduces the island's import bill, but actively restores soil health through high-quality compost and compost tea, proven effective by local farmers and validated by the Taiwan Technical Mission. By supporting neighboring growers, promoting equality, and giving back more to the environment than it takes, Funky Fungi demonstrates true environmental leadership, innovative, responsible, and rooted in meaningful impact.
For 50 years, Heineken St. Lucia Limited has embodied a legacy of environmental stewardship rooted in the brand's 150-year global commitment to brewing a better world. Long before sustainability became a trend, the company championed circular practices, from pioneering the use of returnable glass bottles to supporting agriculture in the 1980s and 90s through the donation of nutrient-rich, dewatered sludge to the Beausejour agricultural plant. Today, environmental responsibility is engineered into every stage of operations. Guided by Heineken's global Brew a Better World strategy, The St. Lucia Brewery has implemented ambitious actions to reduce waste, conserve water, and decarbonize production. This includes operating an advanced wastewater treatment plant, adopting thermal energy systems, and equipping chillers with AI-driven technology that measures energy use and tracks CO2 reductions in real time. With a clear focus on circularity, efficiency, and innovation, Heineken St. Lucia continues to raise the bar for sustainable manufacturing, proving that great beer can also mean a greener future for the island. The 758 adventurers emerged during the stillness of the COVID-19 lockdowns when 3 St. Lucians, Jason Sayers, Julian Toussaint, and Camille Huggins, turned to the outdoors for healing and purpose. What began as weekend hikes evolved into a national movement dedicated to protecting St. Lucia's wild beauty. Today, the 758 adventurers lead citizens into the island's mountains, rivers, and hidden waterfalls, using every journey as a classroom for conservation. Their adventures champion strict leave no trace practices, environmental education, and a culture of respect for the ecosystems that sustain us. Their impact is visible across the island. Cleaner trails, revived pride in natural heritage, and a growing community of environmentally conscious hikers. Through cleanup expeditions, storytelling about native flora, and social media campaigns that reach thousands, they have ignited a grassroots wave of environmental stewardship. The 758 Adventurers is far more than a hiking group. They are guardians of St. Lucia's landscapes, inspiring a nation to explore, protect, and preserve its natural treasures for generations.
And the winner is
the 758 Adventures.
Quite a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you to St. Lucia Business Awards for giving us this opportunity to be competing in such a prestigious award. I'm a little short for words, but just want to say, throughout COVID, this is what we started. We started a weekly lime, chasing waterfalls, climbing mountains, river limes, going down to the seasides and cleaning and so forth. And then as society got back to its normalcy, persons still wanted to go out and do the hikes and so forth. So myself and Jason Sayers and Camille Huggins, we continued, and this is what we are today, the 758 Adventures. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to keep being the ambassadors to our residents and also visitors in helping them discover the hidden treasures of our precious gem, St. Lucia. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, and thank you for showing that resilience isn't just about adapting to change. It's also about protecting what must never change, the natural beauty and bounty of our island home.
Oh, that was very moving, Elijah. I didn't expect that from you.
Well, Natalie, I'm full of surprises.
Really? Would you like to show some of these surprises right now?
Not now, I say it's here.
All right. I guess you're a little bit scared. That's okay. It is now time for some rousing entertainment. We need to keep the energy flowing. So,
Because what's a St. Lucian celebration without a little rhythm, right? Please welcome on stage Moves for Days with an interpretive dance tribute to water.
People
Surprise!
Surprise!
So you what now, Sasha Fierce?
That's right. I'm inspired by tonight's water theme, so I'm flowing. Do you feel the flow, Elijah?
Well, I can see the flow.
Yes. It's giving Ariel 2.0. Do you feel it?
Well, guys, if that performance did not move you, check your pulse, Abai Fetla. Something wrong with you, right? And if you still need a little wiggle, check out my co-star with her little water theme there.
We're flowing, Elijah. This is 2025. It's been 5 years since the Business Awards. Hello.
Moi, même. Anyway, we have come to the Sagicor Entrepreneur of the Year Award honors.
Oh, by the way, I think we wanted to mention something about Moves for Days.
Oh, yes.
Something very important about that
Yes.
fabulous dance performance we just saw. Yes.
We have a fun fact for you guys. Fun
Indeed.
fact. Well, just a fact. I don't know. The Moves for Days actually represents the surnames of the founders of the dance troupe, Shadria and Bashana Days. Right? So it's a nice little play on words. Just
So
in
it's
case
not
you're
Days, D-A-Y-S, even though they move every day. It's Days, D-A-Y-E-S, because their last name is Days.
Yes. Give them a round of applause again.
Once again.
Okay, so now we can...
Yes, we can.
Okay, all right. All right, so we've come to the Sagicor Entrepreneur of the Year Award, which honors a visionary who has not only built a successful enterprise, but embodied the true spirit of entrepreneurship. They are the ones who started with an idea on a napkin, and they're now managing a payroll.
Wow. So now, to present the award, please welcome from Sagicor, Ms. Carol Mangal.
Entrepreneurs are like water, constantly adapting, responding to pressure, finding opportunity where others see obstacles. This award celebrates individuals whose vision and determination allow them to thrive in every climate. Let us now view the nominee for the Sagicor Entrepreneur of the Year.
Shondell Abiola Alexander, the visionary behind Abby's Exotic Blends Limited, has transformed a simple idea into one of St. Lucia's most inspiring entrepreneurial success stories. With bold vision, relentless determination, and a deep commitment to community, she has built a thriving local manufacturing brand that celebrates St. Lucian flavors while empowering the people who help produce them. Shondell's leadership is defined by innovation and integrity. By sourcing locally, she strengthens agricultural value chains and ensures farmers share in the company's success. Her investment in modern equipment, improved processes, and sustainable production practices has positioned Abby's Exotic Blends as a benchmark for high-quality Caribbean manufacturing. Beyond profits, Shondell champions people. She prioritizes staff training, women's economic empowerment, and youth mentorship, creating a workplace where growth, confidence, and opportunity flourish. Her advocacy for women-led MSMEs amplifies her impact far beyond her factory doors. Shondell's journey, marked by resilience, courage, and purpose, embodies the true spirit of entrepreneurship and showcases the transformative power of one woman's vision for her nation.
Some entrepreneurs build businesses. Juliana Mathrin built a heartbeat. What began as a modest family shop in Kaimajé has grown under her steady hands into a place where the community gathers, eats, laughs, and feels looked after. Juliana doesn't just run a bakery, mini-mart, and restaurant. She orchestrates a daily rhythm of service, quality, and genuine care. Before dawn, she's selecting the best ingredients, checking on suppliers, solving problems, and preparing her team for another day of consistency and trust. By nightfall, she has created jobs, matured relationships, and ensured that families walk away with not just goods, but comfort. Her quiet innovation shows up in the details, expanded offerings, smarter systems, and a business model that flexes to meet the needs of the people she serves. Juliana's leadership is grounded, generous, and unshakably resilient. She doesn't just chase recognition, she earns it every single day.
From selling ice cream on the streets of Castries to leading the Caribbean's most integrated construction powerhouse, Reno Gajada embodies the true spirit of entrepreneurship. His journey began with failure, setbacks, and doors closed. Yet every obstacle became fuel for reinvention. Brick by brick, he built CIE and the Reno Group from one truck and a dream into a regional engine of quarries, asphalt, and concrete plants, RCIP hardware stores, Hyundai dealerships, marine logistics, and one of the OECS's largest construction fleets. Reno's greatest investment, however, has always been people. Through the Reno Training Institute, hundreds of young St. Lucians, many from disadvantaged communities, have gained skills, confidence, and careers. His philosophy is simple: when staff grow, the company grows. A fearless risk taker, he expands where others hesitate, winning landmark projects from Montserrat's National Hospital to Grenada's Western Main Road and boldly entering Guyana's booming market. Challenges, including early missteps abroad, never derailed him. They strengthened his systems, sharpened his leadership, and elevated his standards. Reno is proof that with courage, vision, and relentless belief, a St. Lucian entrepreneur can build not just companies, but nations, opportunities, and futures. A giant with humble beginnings, a leader with regional impact, a businessman whose success lifts an entire people.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct pleasure to present to you the Sagicor Entrepreneur of the Year Award, Construction and Industrial Equipment Limited, other winners.
It really cannot be mine. Joshi has to take a lot of part of it. I want Joshi to say something.
Thank you so much. And this just shows that what Mr. Renu Gajado means, that he has invested in his staff and how much he values his staff. I'm just one of the representative of all the people who are working on site, those people who are present here and those who are not present here. This just embodies the philosophy of Renu. Thank you so much.
Hello. Boss. Yeah, boss, I'm feeling too good this morning there. Yeah. I feel it's the container we worked last night here get wet. Yeah. I go, yeah. Yeah, just now, Yeah, buddy. Yeah. I'll take care of it, boss. Yeah, thank you. All right.
You know very well you are not sick.
How am I not sick? I don't understand you.
Elijah,
Elijah. I sick.
Elijah, you just called your supervisor and pretended you had a head cold.
I sick. That's what all of y'all do when y'all don't want to go to a toxic work environment. I care if you. I sick. I not go in there. Then people just minding your business. All the time they minding your business. They want to take 2 hours lunch. They want you to come back in an hour. Right? They always want extra time for them to go and do their business. When it's you are getting no time to go and do your business. You see them kind of thing? I can't take on them kind of thing.
Okay. Take a breath. I think everyone in here knows what that feels like. But fortunately, these next nominees will never have that said about them. So to present the Massey Stores Employer of the Year Award, please welcome from Massey Stores, Mr. Kelly Mitchell.
And I sick for true.
Solid state water provides structure and stability. This award honors employers who create strong foundations where people feel valued, supported, and empowered to grow. And here are your nominees for the Massey Stores Employer of the Year Award.
In the automotive industry, performance is everything. And at Automotive Art, that performance starts with our people. We create a workplace where employees are supported, developed, equipped to deliver excellence every day. Clear performance goals guide every team member, with annual reviews that assess progress, identify growth opportunities, and connect achievements to promotions and salary advancement. This structured, transparent process motivates employees and provides a clear pathway for career development. Open communication is a cornerstone of our culture. Managers maintain consistent dialogue with their teams, and the general manager hosts regular one-on-one sessions so employees can share ideas, raise concerns, and receive personalized guidance. This ensures that staff feel appreciated, heard, and valued. We are committed to fairness, inclusion, and safety, following the International Labour Organization's Decent Work Principles to maintain a workplace free from discrimination and guided by strong health and safety practices. The result is a team that takes genuine pride in their work, confident, motivated, and committed to delivering outstanding customer service. This engagement strengthens our performance, reinforces our brand, and makes Automotive Art a true employer of choice.
In construction, everything rests on the strength of the foundation. At CIE, that foundation isn't concrete, rebar, or aggregate. It's the men and women who show up before sunrise and build the impossible. CIE has engineered a workplace where people don't just clock in, they level up. Where a shovel operator becomes a certified plant technician. Where a young woman who once stocked shelves at RCIP now manages an entire branch. Where a welder evolves into a site superintendent leading regional crews. This is upward mobility cast in steel. Inside the Rainwood Training Institute, raw talent is refined like aggregate through a crusher, shaped, strengthened, and graded for excellence. It's why CIE maintains an exceptional 85% retention rate in one of the world's toughest industries. And in a field often dominated by tradition, CIE breaks ground. Women operating heavy equipment, LGBTQ plus employees working openly, and zero discrimination in hiring or advancement. Only capability, discipline, and commitment. CI's workforce isn't just employed, they're empowered, equipped, and elevated. And together, they don't simply build projects, they build a Caribbean legacy.
Tropical Shipping St. Lucia has built a workplace where people aren't just employees, they're the driving force behind every journey. In an industry that never stands still, Tropical creates space for its team to grow through education, leadership training, cornerstone learning, and real hands-on development. Open communication guides the way, while recognition, flexibility, and well-being programs show genuine respect for the people who keep the operation moving. Through Kaizen and everyday collaboration, employees help shape new ideas and smarter solutions. With a loyal workforce, including team members who've served for decades, Tropical Shipping continues to evolve, listen, and create a place where everyone feels they truly belong.
And the Massey Stores Employer of the Year Award goes to Automotive Art St. Lucia Limited.
I have to say this one is really personal. And I say that because I stress to my team over and over again, we can have great stores, we can have great products, we can have good locations, but what makes us successful is our people. We believe in our people, we invest in our people, and our success is because of our team. So, to Team Automotive Art, once again, I have to say, this is for you. Thank you so much.
You're not very observant, you know. You'll check I tuck my jacket.
Oh! You see, Elijah, you were being presumptuous.
Yeah.
Some ladies in the front did notice you changed your
Yeah,
jacket.
it's not just change the jacket. I tuck it. I improve my tuck game.
So it's because you're walking up and down so much, you actually lost a little bit.
Yes, another.
I'm just asking.
Well, no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along. True leadership is measured by impact, isn't it, Elijah?
Yes, it is. And this one is special. It recognizes a company that uses its success to lift others, investing in education, supporting the vulnerable, championing sustainability, and building a better St. Lucia for all.
Indeed. And so to present the award, please welcome from Mercado, Mr. Juan Bailey, and Chair of the Business Awards Committee, Ms. Karen Peters.
Water sustains life by giving freely without expectation. This award recognizes organizations that understand success is measured not only by profit, but by positive impact. Let us view the nominees for the Ocado St. Lucia Award for corporate social responsibility.
At Bank of St. Lucia, community is our most valuable investment. For decades, we have gone beyond banking, fueling dreams, strengthening families, and building a nation from the ground up. Our corporate social responsibility work reaches every corner of the island, from classrooms and hospitals to sports fields, cultural stages, and vulnerable communities who need a lifeline most. We champion financial literacy so every St. Lucian can manage their money with confidence. We support schools and youth programs that shape tomorrow's leaders. We invest in health and wellness because a stronger nation starts with stronger people. And through partnerships with NGOs and community groups, we continue to power progress where it matters most. But our greatest returns aren't measured in dollars. They're measured in lives uplifted, opportunities created, and communities empowered. Bank of St. Lucia, investing where it truly counts, in our people, our culture, and our future.
Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa stands on a simple truth. When our community thrives, we all thrive. Our commitment goes far beyond philanthropy. It is a deliberate investment in people, progress, and national upliftment. Over the past year, we renovated the St. Jude Hospital Emergency Room, expanded the ABC Learning Center adoption to Phase 2, and helped develop national early learning curriculum to strengthen education island-wide. We mobilized corporate partners to restore the Viewfort Fisheries Complex and supported community programs touching thousands of lives. For Coconut Bay, customer service representation isn't an obligation, it is who we are.
Heineken St. Lucia Limited has spent 5 decades proving that great beer can also mean a better world. From its early commitment to returnable glass bottles and supplying organic fertilizer to local agriculture, to the launch of Brew a Better World, sustainability has never been an add-on. It is the company's identity. Today, Heineken operates with measurable responsibility. Wastewater treatment, advanced energy efficiency systems, thermal technology, and AI-powered monitoring that tracks and reduces CO2 emissions. Every stage of production reflects a commitment to circularity, conservation, and community benefit. Heineken St. Lucia continues to set the national standard for corporate responsibility that is rooted in action, innovation, and long-term stewardship.
And the award for corporate social responsibility goes to Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa.
An honor to receive this award for corporate social responsibility on behalf of Coconut Bay. Thank you, St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, for this incredible recognition. This award is a testament of Coconut Bay's commitment to a better St. Lucia, a purposeful investment in our people, and our country, inspired by the vision of our beloved chairman, Mr. Gary Butch-Hendrickson. Allow me to use this opportunity to urge you, our corporate partners, to pay it forward. Invest in our communities, especially our children, as they are our future workforce. Thank you again.
This next moment honors a lifetime of contribution.
I just want to say that was the right one for the job.
This is what I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen, all the time.
Anyway, a pioneer, a builder of legacies.
Let us now watch and appreciate this year's Lifetime Achievement awardee.
In the south of St. Lucia, long before customer service became a buzzword, and long before Viewfort began its modern transformation, one couple was quietly pouring the concrete, laying the beams, and setting the standard for what business could mean in a community. He was born in Viewfort, the son of a fisherman and a housewife. She was a young nurse at St. Jude Hospital. From two humble households came a partnership that would build not just businesses, but a legacy anchored like bedrock in service, integrity, and faith. Kiefer and Teresa Vitalis met at St. Jude Hospital. He, a laboratory technician, she, a midwife. Two young professionals who understood life, healing, and hard work. In 1974, they moved to Seattle, where Kiefer trained in medical laboratory technology while quietly studying something else: how to build a business from the ground up. By 1985, their compass pointed to the Helen of the West. They returned to Viewfort with a vision, not imported, but handcrafted, a blueprint drawn from purpose, faith, and grit. And in 1987, Shop and Save opened its doors. It was more than a store. It was an early model of modern retail in the South. One of the first to stay open during the lunch hour. One of the first to combine electronics, toys, and musical instruments, chinaware, televisions, and every imaginable household necessity under one roof. They had a simple promise: if you need it, we have it. And if we don't have it, it's because it isn't available. Kiefer was on the floor, serving customers with the humility of a man who never played big boss. Teresa was the financial engineer, the human calculator who could spot an error down to the last cent. Customers waited specifically for her. Staff called her Mom. She brought her nursing philosophy into business. Care first, always. Shop and Save thrived during the banana boom, but Kiefer and Teresa were not ones to renovate yesterday's success. They saw a bigger gap. The South needed quality building supplies, reliable service, trusted delivery, and guidance through the buying process. Builder's Choice was born. Forged from frustration, with sourcing materials for their own home, and fueled by a burning desire to build something better for Viewfort. This wasn't just hardware, it was heartware. A place where service stood taller than the shelves, where a farmer buying 2 lengths of lumber got the same respect as a contractor outfitting an entire project. They delivered before delivery was an industry norm. They computerized operations before technology became fashionable. They installed surveillance systems before security became standard. They were innovators long before Viewfort imagined itself as a commercial hub. But every strong structure faces storms. On Christmas Eve, 2013, the infamous trough struck. Roads were cut off. Water rose dangerously. When they finally reached Builder's Choice, the scene looked like a post-apocalyptic zone. Bundles of lumber had floated from the back to the front door, jamming the entrance. 3 feet of mud covered the floors. Machinery and stock were destroyed. Staff stunned. But Kiefer and Teresa, they went to work. Insurance helped, but it was their resilience, their ability to rebuild after every washout that lifted the business back on its feet. After all, their very first battle had been fighting for financing. Their savings had vanished into duties. Banks hesitated, and months of rent passed with no business opened yet. It was Kiefer's parents, mortgaging their land, who created the foundation on which every future success would stand. From that small seed grew a forest of ventures. Aeroprint, meeting a need for professional printing in the South. Builder's Choice Lafargue, expanding their reach. And later, Family Food Mart, a modern supermarket built inside the bones of a former lumber facility, redesigned to serve the community with dignity, quality, and accessibility. They didn't just build businesses, they built people, trained staff, nurtured families, and strengthened Viewfort. Kiefer often quotes a poem from his boyhood, a line that perfectly reflects their lives. Drive the nails, all right, boys. Strike them with all your might, boys, while the iron's red. And Teresa, always the anchor, always the compass, said, we put God first. He is the source of our strength and the reason for everything we do. In 2022, after 52 years of marriage, partnership, and purpose, Teresa Vitalis passed away. But her kindness, her meticulous stewardship, her generosity, and her quiet philanthropy continues through the newly formed Teresa Vitalis Foundation, ensuring that her legacy of giving remains as enduring as the structures she helped build. Tonight, we honor not just a businessman, not just a businesswoman, but a partnership that became a community pillar. A couple who turned service into strategy, love into leadership, and challenges into chapters of triumph. A couple who proved that when the foundation is strong, every building stands a little taller. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lifetime Achievement Award is proudly presented to Mr. Kiefer Vitalis and the late Teresa Vitalis. May their story remind us that in business as in construction, it's not the size of the building that matters, it's the strength of the foundation, the quality of the service, and the heart of the builders. And Kiefer and Teresa Vitalis built a legacy to last.
Of course, to present this prestigious award, please welcome on stage immediate past president of the Chamber, Mr. Ross Gardner.
Let us all stand and give a rousing ovation, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce. This is indeed a privilege and an honor to accept this prestigious award for a lifetime achievement on behalf of my late mother, Teresa Villas. We are tremendously proud. It's very timely. We are due to launch officially the Teresa Villas Foundation to continue her legacy projects, all of the things that she stood for. She was very much a nurse in the way she operated her business enterprises, very much a mother figure. She trained so many people. She got very involved in their personal lives. I mean, to the point, some of the stories she described to me, I was like, Mom, how do you have space in your mind when you deal with so many financial decisions and just running the daily operation of multiple businesses? She was indeed an entrepreneur. She told me of other opportunities. Deb, there's this building in distress in Lafarge-Roselle. Let's go look at it. I'm like, Mom, I'm dealing with this Southern Shores fiasco. I can't really deal with that now. And she insisted, and she made an offer to the bank, and that became Village Shores Lafarge. So thank you very much. It's truly an honor. Thank you, Chamber.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When Teresa, my deceased, and I decided back in 1987 that we would start a business, it was clearly defined in our minds that our journey would be one of being of service to other people, of treating people with respect, no matter who you are, with dignity, friendliness, and appreciation. Early on in our pursuit, we had embraced the thought and/or the teaching that success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Of course, the key words here, progressive and worthy. And so, based on that, we started our first business, and in there, displaying all of the attributes that contribute to the business, being of help to people, being of spiritual support, physical help to those who need it, and above all, a close relationship with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I will not leave that out. So on behalf of my deceased, Teresa, I wish to thank the Chamber of Commerce for bestowing upon us this honor and recognition. I wish to thank our daughter, Debbie, for her steadfast support over the years. Thanks to our many employees who worked along with us in pursuing and helping us to achieve our dream. Our suppliers, and most of all, I give thanks to Almighty God. I'm sure many of you are well familiar with the scripture from the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all of your ways, acknowledge Him. Yes, He will direct your path. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Another round of applause, please, for such a wonderful legacy. All right, we've honored the bold newcomers, the global leaders, and the community and green guardians. But we're not done yet. The night's most anticipated awards are here.
We've reached the climax, people. Not like that. Almost. The big waves are about to crash.
To present the Prime Minister's Award for Innovation, please welcome the Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Ernest Hilaire, Minister of Commerce, Tourism, Creative Industries, Culture, and Heritage.
And the nominees are? Well, if the nominees are, you should.
The J&J Three-Peak Challenge is one of St. Lucia's most groundbreaking adventure innovations, an experience that transforms our island's natural terrain into a world-class endurance event. Created by Jason Sayers and Julian Toussaint, this challenge dares participants to summit St. Lucia's 3 most iconic peaks in a single day, blending athletic grit with environmental appreciation in a way no other local initiative has achieved. Its innovation lies in reimagining outdoor recreation, turning untouched landscapes into a structured, safe, community-driven adventure that attracts both locals and global explorers. The challenge elevates wellness tourism, fosters responsible trail use, and builds environmental stewardship into every ascent. What began as a bold idea has become a movement, uniting people of all ages and backgrounds, inspiring personal transformation, and showcasing St. Lucia as a destination for elite travel adventure. Participants leave with more than 3 summits. They leave with renewed confidence, deep connection to nature, and lifelong memories. The J&J Three-Peak Challenge is not just an event. It is an innovative national asset redefining adventure in the Caribbean.
"758 Excursions" is one of St. Lucia's most groundbreaking tourism innovations, an enterprise that has redefined what adventure, culture, and community impact can look like on our island. In a market long dominated by traditional attractions, 758 Excursions created an entirely new tourism product. Custom-built off-road experiences engineered from restored Land Cruisers, reimagined 4Runners, and specially modified pickups designed to conquer terrain no other tour operator had dared to explore. Their innovation goes far beyond vehicles. They map and maintain unexplored routes, blend local storytelling with outdoor engineering, and integrate underserved communities directly into the tourism value chain. The result is a model where visitors discover untouched rivers, waterfalls, and coastlines, while small vendors, farmers, and family kitchens experience real economic growth. From 200 organic bookings to strategic hotel partnerships and repeat international clientele, 758 Excursions has proven that innovation, authenticity, and sustainability can drive national competitiveness. This is not just a tour company. It is a new blueprint for St. Lucian tourism, bold, community-rooted, and globally distinctive.
At Unique Stables, innovation isn't a feature of the business, it is the business. What began as a bold idea to redefine equine care and recreational therapy in St. Lucia has evolved into one of the region's most forward-thinking models for wellness, youth engagement, and rural enterprise. Unique Stables blends technology, animal science, and community development to create a transformative ecosystem where horses become catalysts for healing, confidence building, and social connection. Their groundbreaking programs, ranging from therapeutic riding and behavioral support to structured youth mentorship, introduce evidence-based methods previously unseen in the Caribbean. Every service is purpose-built, every facility intentionally designed, and every interaction grounded in safety, empathy, and world-class animal care standards. Innovation also extends to entrepreneurship. Repurposed materials, sustainable farming practices, digital booking systems, and immersive tourism experiences position Unique Stables as a modern rural enterprise shaping new economic possibilities. By merging compassion with creativity and tradition with technology, Unique Stables is not just innovating an industry, they are reshaping lives and redefining what is possible in St. Lucia.
The Prime Minister's Award for Innovation goes to Unique Stables 758.
Thank you and good evening again, everyone. The spotlight have me really caught a breath. All right, thank you, ministers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all our supporters out there. Thank you, Ministry of Commerce. We look forward to another exciting engagement as this one and many more to come. Thank you for this Jew Award as we look forward to being a better future, a better St. Lucia for all our supporters and everybody out there. Thank you very much.
Yes, Elijah?
Nothing.
Is something you would like to say?
No, Sasha, I mean Natalie.
The flow is so real right now, it's crazy.
Okay, Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final award of the night. I can't believe it's already here.
And to present, Auntie's back. The former Minister of Commerce, the Honorable Emma Hippolyte.
Protocol being established, I want to recognize Dr. Ernest Hilaire, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Tourism, Commerce, Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage, Honorable John Paul Estefan, Minister in the Ministry of Commerce, Honorable Lisa Jawahir, Minister for Agriculture, Ms. Sophia Henry, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Mr. Gardner, former President of the Chamber, Mr. Brian Luisi, Executive Director of the Chamber, other board members of the Chamber, members of the Diplomatic Corps, nominees, winners this evening, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, good evening. First, let me congratulate all the winners this evening, but I want to also congratulate all entrepreneurs and business persons, big and small. Give yourself a round of applause. There is a saying, all good things come to an end. This evening, this Business Award ceremony for 2025 brings to an end my role as the Minister of Commerce, Business Development, Manufacturing, and Consumer Affairs. As I reflect on my stewardship at the Ministry of Commerce, I do so with a deep sense of satisfaction and gratitude with what we have accomplished together to strengthen our commercial landscape. Over the last few years, we have taken deliberate steps towards digital enhancement, equipping several merchants across the island with state-of-the-art point-of-sale machines and modernizing transactions by onboarding of our once reluctant MSMEs onto verified local e-commerce platforms, all in a bid to help businesses operate more efficiently and conveniently. We committed to consistent open dialogue with the private sector, not as a mere formality, but as real partners. These quarterly engagements provided practical solutions to persistent challenges while broadening our knowledge base. I want to thank you for your honest feedback and follow-through during these intense sessions. Significant strides were also made in improving export readiness through the collaborative efforts of Export St. Lucia and the St. Lucia Bureau of Standards. Businesses benefited from targeted training in US FDA requirements and HACCP certification guidelines, opening doors to new markets and heightened competitiveness. The packaging and labeling program went even further, pairing standards training with visual demonstrations, making clear the importance of brand visibility. Access to capital remained imperative. Our flagship MSME loan grant facility provided much-needed financing to help enterprises start, stabilize, and scale. I want to take this moment to thank the St. Lucia Development Bank for partnering with us and the Caribbean Development Bank on that program. We also invested in our future by nurturing youth entrepreneurship among high schoolers through our Small Business Development Center Youth Entrepreneurs in Action program. I sincerely thank the many businesses that partnered with the Ministry of Commerce to make this initiative a powerful job attachment platform for mentorship and knowledge sharing. We supported sustainability by assisting with the solarization of fisher cooperatives, encouraging a transition to renewable energy, and lowering operating costs. We reinvigorated the Love St. Lucia campaign and encouraged consumers to shop smart and shop local, and pivoted strategically towards promoting the future of the furniture manufacturing sector during this last part of this year. I am internally grateful to the Embassy of China, Taiwan, for the partnership with our annual St. Lucia Taiwan Trade Show, which provided exposure to our local manufacturing and service providers to showcase their products and services. Let us show our appreciation to the people. This, coupled with the Export the Runway anchored by Export St. Lucia, all focused on showcasing our local talent and entrepreneurship. Let us show our appreciation to Sunita and the board. We recognize that there is still work ahead in fully modernizing our commercial and manufacturing sectors, our cooperatives, as well as our baking sector. So I'm pleased that my participation in the first MSME International Conference in South Africa is bearing fruit with a concept note just received from the ITC for a regional MSME pilot project. I take this moment to thank Ambassador Hyginus Leon for his role in this endeavor. As I graciously hand over the reins of the Ministry of Commerce, I express sincere thanks to our private sector partners, our international partners, the OAS, the CDB, the Embassy of China, Taiwan, the ITC, our dedicated technical officers and staff in the Ministry of Commerce, and all stakeholders who walk this journey with us. I am confident that this strong relationship will continue with our current minister and that the baton will be carried even further. I want to encourage the celebration of business excellence through the St. Lucia Business Awards. We need to continue to acknowledge. We need to continue to inspire. We need to continue to break boundaries. And we need to continue to network for progress. Thank you for your cooperation, your partnership, and your belief in what we can achieve together as a nation. Let us move forward together. Let us continue to give God thanks as we progress in peace as a country. I thank you, and I know that I'm leaving you in capable hands. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to announce the nominees for the Business of the Year, but I do not have them at the moment. So let us wait a second until I get it. The nominees are?
Stands out as a powerhouse of performance, culture, and customer experience, proving year after year that excellence is not an act but a way of operating. Customer service is not treated as a department, but as the company's engine, driving every interaction with professionalism, timeliness, expertise, and personalization. Staff are not mere salespeople but precision-tuned advisors, equipped to diagnose needs and deliver the perfect fit with technician-level mastery. Behind the counter, an equally impressive engine is running, a workplace culture built on clarity, growth, communication, fairness, and safety. Employees thrive through structured performance goals, annual development reviews, open dialogue with leadership, and a work environment where they feel valued, respected, and empowered. From the layout of the store to the everyday rhythm of service, everything at Automotive Art is intentionally designed for comfort, efficiency, and a premium customer journey. Automotive Art isn't just performing, they're leading the pack. Built to last, built to excel, built for Business of the Year.
In an economy where many companies build projects, the Renault Group has done something far more ambitious, It has built an entire industrial ecosystem engineered to lift a nation and redefine what Caribbean enterprise can look like. From quarries that shape skylines to asphalt plants that pave new futures, from hardware networks that decongest supply chains to a marine fleet that gives St. Lucia control of its own regional logistics, the group has architected a model found nowhere else in the Eastern Caribbean. It is not a business, it is an operating system for national development. What began as one man's determination has matured into a multi-sector powerhouse delivering hospitals, schools, highways, bridges, and export-ready products across the region. Its innovation is structural, a company that solves problems before they appear, owning the lift, the materials, the machines, the training, the workforce, the standards, and the pace. Internally, the Renault Group cultivates builders, not employees. Men and women who rise through mentorship, technical mastery, and a culture that rewards grit, precision, and responsibility. Externally, its footprint strengthens communities, expands opportunity, and exports St. Lucian excellence to the wider Caribbean. For its scale, its daring, and its unwavering commitment to nation building, the Renault Group stands as the definitive Business of the Year.
Martelli's Ocean Gardens stands as a model of what a modern St. Lucian business can achieve. Rooted in heritage, driven by innovation, and committed to national impact. This multi-generational, family-owned enterprise has transformed CMOS processing from a traditional craft into a world-class agro-processing operation, producing premium sun-dried CMOS and value-added powders that now reach markets across the Caribbean, North America, and Europe. Their GMP-compliant, FDA-registered facility, soon HACCP certified, reflects rigorous quality standards and industry leadership. By integrating automated packaging, superior food safety systems, and vibrant export-ready branding, Martelli's has elevated St. Lucia's global reputation for producing the world's finest CMOS. At the heart of the company is unwavering community support, providing fair, consistent income for local farmers, strengthening rural development, and preserving cultural tradition. Their environmental stewardship and responsible sourcing ensure sustainability for future generations. With demonstrated growth, exceptional product quality, deep community roots, and strong industry leadership, Martelli's Ocean Gardens exemplifies the excellence worthy of Business of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I announce the Business of the Year, I need to recognize my friend, Dame Paulette. My apologies. The Business of the Year is Construction and Industrial Equipment Limited.
Thank you again. I think I need to call my team with me here. Everybody that's here with the team, come up. it's a small part of 2,600. Navita, come and take that one. Come, take it. We accept this as Business of the Year award. I think my team have done really, really well. I'm no easy man to deal with though, but we know. But we thank you very much for recognizing us, and I want to say thank you to my team for making all of this happen. I'm just the madman in the team, come up with some ideas, and they make it happen. But because of my bad personality, they try not to even tell me it cannot happen. So they make it happen.
I tell you all, shake Reno. Guys, when I see people start coming up, I say the camel must be there. Camel, yeah.
Oh, we enjoyed that very, very much. And now, dear ladies and gentlemen, viewing audience at home, we've come to the official part of the night is over. Please stand for the exit of the officials.
Yes, please stand. Please stand. I suspect the officials don't want to leave, Natalie.
And why would they?
I tell you, they don't want to go. Y'all can stay, you know. They have a party after.
We were just
party.
following.
Yes.
Following, yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay, you may be seated.
Please.
Now, it's time for us to get to the best part of the evening. Remember, tonight isn't just about trophies and speeches. It's about celebration. A celebration of resilience, creativity, and community. And there's no better way to celebrate than the way we Lucians do it. Who drinking with me?
That's right, the drinks are chilled, the buffet is ready, and DJ Hyper D is set to go. The dance floor will be calling your name, so in a few minutes, if you need to stretch, stretch. If you need to kick off your heels, do that, loosen your ties, and let's act like the entrepreneurs who just closed $1 million deal.
So, nobody not drinking with me, man? Who drinking with me?
That table over there.
You're drinking there. Baldwin, you drinking with me? You sure you drinking what I drinking? Bartender, give Baldwin a shot of shit.